Welcome back to my channel. Layout here for Little C Loves Paper online crop a few weeks ago. I'm still working through all the videos and layouts from that. I did quite a few, and choosing my pictures here, which are from Bryant Park in New York, for a big family holiday we had in November, and last couple of days of November, beginning of December. And this is me and my sisters and number 3 niece with our husbands and also our friends Nikki and Chris. Just choose some pictures for the background, then think, oh, do it on white, and then grab my Vicki Boutin pre-made mixed media pad instead. Loving this mixed media pad. Did quite a few layouts for this online crop using this mixed media pad. It's really great because you can use it as is, or you can add more mixed media to it, which I have done for some other layouts I've done. Using my hip kit, I think this was January kit. This is Pink Fresh. It might be Noteworthy or one of the other new collections that I can't remember the name of. Really sorry. Loving the word strips on this, so that they have some great words on these strips and really go well with this particular layout. Decide I want to colour up some of the words on it, and I'm using my Faber-Castell, I think they are, Neo Colour crayons. These are basically just like art crayons from Vicki Boutin, same kind of idea, just a lot wider range of colours, a lot more colours, which is why I chose to use these rather than my Vicki Boutin art crayons, which would go perfectly because that's what the strips in the background were made with, I assume, from Vicki. But just loving the being able to, use all my other supplies that I have in doing these mixed media things and adding to them. Now cleaning the brush off there, and that little pot I've got is from Stamps by Me. It's a collapsible paint pot. It's got like ridges in the bottom which help you clean the brush off as well. So adding water to the crayon to create my watercolour, and just cleaning the brush off, and just clean each little area of colour off each time so I don't end up mixing my colours up in a way I don't want them to be mixed, and just using different colours to highlight different words on there. So have you heard my phone there? Mr. Ding's sending me a picture of his empty Subway salad bowl, which he's just had his lunch at work, so he does enjoy a Subway salad. Okay, so with the paper, that I thought it was really go really well with a shelf kind of style layout, and as you know, anybody who watches my channel or sees any of my layouts there on Facebook or Instagram, I do enjoy a good shelf layout. So yeah, just thought this paper was just perfect for that. It's already got kind of your shelf design there. I love that last picture there, just me and my niece, so you can see the Empire State Building behind us in the distance. Yeah, Bryant Park is one of my absolute favourite places on earth. Absolutely love it. Just love sitting in the winter watching the ice skaters. You've got the Christmas market all around it. I just love it. It was 2 blocks from our hotel this time, 2 blocks east of our hotel. It was 2 blocks south of our hotel last time I went. So yeah, it's just this was actually a brilliant day. We walked from Bryant Park to Macy's, shopped in Macy's, and that's when Nikki and Chris left us to go and do their own thing. And then we had coffee in that little park that's opposite Macy's from Dingus and Waffles cart that's there. And then we walked all the way from there down to Ground Zero. I have never walked so far I don't ever remember walking so far. We kind of about halfway let my sisters and the husbands carry on without us. You know, my sisters who run half marathons and marathons carry on without us, and me and my sibling nipped into, I think it was McDonald's, to get a drink and have a sit down, and then we carried on walking, and we ended up, it's the day we actually did a walking tour with a New Yorker who had been there on the day that 9/11. So that was a really interesting tour, and if you do go to New York, I really recommend you do that. The guy we had was called Dan. He was brilliant, and it was just there was not a single person on that tour, male or female, who, when he was telling us about his personal memories from that day, didn't have tears in their eyes. I'll talk a little bit more about that when I scrap those pictures. But yeah, it was a really good day and a lot of walking, and we had a fantastic time, which is brilliant. Absolutely one of my favourite days we had in New York. So just going through all the exclusive die cuts here from Hip Kit, just to embellish the page. I think this is the page where the prompt was about creating a scene. Possibly, I'm trying to remember. No, it wasn't this one. No. I can't remember what the prompt was on this one, actually. I'll put it in the comments when I find it. So yeah, just go through it. I basically pulled out everything that I thought would go with the pictures, and I really love that little sweater with the arms over the top of the photo. Do move the arms slightly so you can actually see the Empire State Building, because at the minute it's covering the Empire State Building. And determined to use those little animals on a page at some point, but just didn't work out with this one. So I end up using these snowflakes because we've got the ice skaters behind us. I just tucked all these snowflakes along the top of the photos, some tucked in, some hanging, some of the little bits off the snowflakes over the photos. Because some of those colours are quite muted and quite pale, they don't show up as well with all that light coming from my big window behind my desk. I just chose to use that sentiment from the embellishment pack as well. 'Tis the season, it is season to be freezing, because it was quite cold that morning. It was a cold morning, but the sun was out and it was just beautiful. Cutting down the snowflake here to do just one of my little clusters off to the side, and was cutting down the snowflakes, just made them go a little bit further to use tucked in somewhere else as well. So yeah, just like that, having that pop of red up at the top, bringing that across from the side as well, it just adds a bit of a brighter colour. And then the penguin's got a red bow tie on as well, so you've got your visual triangle there with the brighter colour with all the muted ones in between them, which I really liked. That bird is just so cute, I had to use it. So he's just sat on top of the words, so cute. So yeah, just now finish off playing with the placement for the snowflakes and decide that's it, and start getting them cut down. So yeah, just hanging off the page so it's not just stopped. I like to do that. I like to have embellishments hang off the page so that it don't just suddenly stop at a point and you kind of got a big blank space, which you can avoid by just working out and having something hanging off the page and trimming it off. I just think it finishes it a little better, instead of all of a sudden having this white space that doesn't look right. Don't get me wrong, I love white space, and you'll see a lot of layouts that do have white space. Oh, there's the mittens. So I tuck the mittens slightly under the photo so they don't look like they're hovering. I've also put the end of that little word over it as well, just so that they're finished. Finishes the placement off and they're not just floating Yeah, I forgot I moved the penguin up there. I just think he looks so cute, and just meant that the snowflakes got spread out a little bit more as well, and just gave that little bit of height in the corner. So you've got not just going left to right, but diagonal down the page as well, from that top left corner to the bottom right. And you see the snowflakes that I've trimmed off of the edge, I've just used that little bit under the word as well, just to finish that little cluster off at the bottom. Oh, I forgot that I did do a title on this. I thought "'Tis the Season to Be Freezing" is all I did. Oh no. Getting my word stickers out then. I thought I must have done a title, but I didn't. So using my, I think it's Project Life or an American Crafts marker, just doing my journaling about where we were and who was with us. Just keeping it simple on the pink pattern paper. Having to think there what else to put. I might even have been looking up the date just to double check. Some of my layouts from New York got the wrong days on, because my photos have been saved on the day in the evening in New York, which is the next day in UK time. So they've saved on my computer at the UK time. So yeah, I've got some pages with the wrong dates on, which I need to go back and re-embellish to cover the wrong date and put a new date on. But that's nearly it now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that commentary wasn't too boring. Just getting used to doing it all again. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the layout. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and see you all soon. Bye bye.